Give me a countdown. Hey guys, I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber, coming to you on YouTube Live. Now, this is Sipping Saturday, so we're doing things a little bit different. I know that y'all know that. That's why a lot of y'all are here. And I am trying to actually pull it up what we're doing. Something. I mean, look, we're different. We're out in the studio today. So what I'm trying to do is see if I can find my live stream over here so I can see the comments. I've got Colton in there running things in the studio, and look at this, man. I can actually see comments. We'll make sure that I've got my phone turned off. How's everybody doing today? Happy Saturday. And what do y'all think about my shop? I want to show y'all something really, really cool. And I'm going to look at my comments here in just a moment, but I'm going to run over here. And if anybody's looking at my deal, there's a problem. So this is why we call this Sipping Saturdays. And I don't know that y'all can see it very good, but man, I've got some great bourbons in here. I've got some great tequilas in here. I've got 2 of the Jack Daniel's Sinatra, which is one of my favorites. And I think, well, 1 box is empty because I've got that bottle at home. But I just wanted to show y'all some things that we're doing. Here in a minute, we're going to go out here. I stopped and picked up some extra lean hamburger patties yesterday. I have got some of the coolest seasonings I've ever used at home. I love them. There's a great variety there for different things. And I'm going to close this. Yeah, I've got my tequilas in here, my bourbons in here. I've got ammo in here. I've got my pistols in here. Man, this is great. Here's one of my favorites. Have y'all ever tried Horse Soldier whiskey? Man, this stuff is just, it's got a great story behind it, and it's actually called barrel strength bourbon whiskey. So it's Horse Soldier, but the cool story behind it is that metal label is actually the mold that they pour that label in. The steel was from 9/11, and Horse Soldier is about 12 strong, the 12 guys that rode in there. So I am trying to see if I can see these comments. I hope everybody's doing good. I'm going to jump in here. Colton, if you see any good questions that you want to bring up, we can do that. I'm going to start off up here in the beginning. Cindy says, really, you used to be a bartender. Great change. I'll tell you what, Cindy, it's funny because I started out as a plumber. And really not. I started out hauling hay in the 5th grade. And I became, man, all kinds of things. I became a laborer, but I got into plumbing while I was still in high school. At the time, I was managing a restaurant, a hamburger restaurant, just a fast food place. And one of my friends got me into it, and it was phenomenal. So, yes, I did used to be a bartender. I still, even man, just up to 12 years ago, 10 years ago, something like that, I was still tending bar at a Mexican restaurant, a biker bar, and a redneck bar, country bar, out by my house, and it was phenomenal. Loved it. Larry the plumber says, "Let's go." Kellell's back in the house. Says, "Hi, I have a 10-year-old water tank. Water tank, do pinging and hammering noises mean your tank is dying?" Not necessarily. It means normally that it's full of calcium and magnesium and different things like that. So, you know, flush it if it hadn't been flushed. But if it's over a certain age, if it's over 4 to 6 years, I probably wouldn't flush it. Sean Strong in the house says, "Good morning, crew. How are you, brother? Good to see you as always." Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna have to find a way to get this up here where I can quit looking down so much. Matt McDonough in the house, brother. Good to see you, Mr. Miyagi Plumbing. What's up? We are having a beautiful day. Let me see here. The Guitar Warrior. How would you defend yourself from boiling milk? Well, number one, I would not boil milk. Try not to. Jacob Bowling in the house. What's up? Good morning. Doing great. Joe T, HVACR in the house. And let me see. Dominating food. Currently am in Australia. Now that must be nice. I got to tell you, I've always wanted to go to Australia. And it's funny because here in the United States, I got certified by Green Plumbers USA, which is a really neat organization. But it started over in Australia. The master plumbers over there put together a deal and started calling it Green Plumbers. And the neat thing about it was it's all about water conservation. And the big problem is over in Australia, man, when they go through a drought, they go through a drought. So it's kind of the way it is. Now, I've got hamburger patties here. I got to pan them. I'll put them in. I'm going to season them up here in a little bit. We're going to go out here and start up the grill. I'm not sure if I have a lighter out there. I don't see it. Yeah, it looks like there's one out there. So I'm going to go out there, put a little lighter fluid on the grill, show y'all our 55-gallon barrel drum grill. And then we'll go, 4 a.m. in Australia. Wow. Rick Daly says, "Your drinking is what you're doing." Well, I'm not yet. This is actually water. I always keep water in my Yeti. I keep it ice cold. Some of y'all have heard me cough a lot. I don't know what's going on in my throat, but I get this itch. I'm taking Benadryl every now and then. I probably should have taken some this morning, but I take Benadryl to help clear up my throat. Don't know why that works, but it does. So let me see. No, I'm not drinking, but I should be. All right, let's see. 4 a.m. Dang. Dominating food. Good afternoon, crew. Absolutely. Rick Daly, not yet. I'm probably going to have a drink today before I shut this thing down. Gabon says, "Roger, got my Bud Light beer, so ready to sip and Saturday." There we go. Late bloomer, how we doing? Drain pipe shots. Anyone? Now, see, that just does not. Man, I got enough drain pipe here. We could do it. God, I'm not. I don't. Ooh, man, I think my stomach just kind of spin over. That'll get you quick. TRW SEMA says, "Hey, Roger, even though I work in maintaining IT infrastructure, love your channel because I learn a lot about business etiquette and entrepreneurship." Thank you. Number one, man, thank you. Thank you for being here. And my little brother is an IT guy. And he's big. He's at one of the biggest financial investment firms in the country. He's got all kinds of security clearances, different things like that. And it's funny because him and I were talking one day. He sent me this deal. And it's like when I think of a computer, I think of this, and when he thinks of a computer, he draws the entire network out. So, man, thank you. And what you do is fantastic. All right. Sean Strong says the Mercy C LOL use PVC caps as glasses. Now, you know what? I've done that before. It does happen. What's the best kind of pipe to be used for a major inside drain repipe? Kellel, if I were repiping a house, I'd go PVC. And I've done that. I've done a lot of that actually. We always try to go with PVC. PVC has a longer life expectancy, and that's going to make a big difference to a lot of people. Sean Strong says PVC for cost and ease to build with, cast iron for sound. Yeah, if you've got like a 2-story house and you've got a pipe running down on the wall right next to your master bedroom, and maybe it's upstairs by the kids' bathroom, and you don't want to hear water go down the PVC every time they flush in the middle of the night, if you're a light sleeper, that may be a good idea. We got TRW saying at 7 p.m. in Romania. Well, good evening to you, and thank you for being. Denver Charboy is in the house. What's up? How's everybody doing today? Thank you, Jacob. And Abraham says, I'm interested in the leak detection training in Palm Springs, California. Well, it's funny because, and I know you can't see it right now. I've actually got my Leak Pro case right here, and I'm gonna pull this over because this is actually one of my favorite things. And I don't think I'm gonna open it up or anything, but literally, this whole thing is pretty much a business in a box now. We've got it set up. We've got an air compressor in there. We've got 2 headphones. We've got the probe. We've got the sidekick. We've got an adapter kit. You know what? I guess I will open this up. Why not? This is one of my favorite things. And I'm glad you asked about that because this is something I've been working on a lot here lately. Not just me, but a lot of y'all have seen Squirt. Y'all seen me talk about Randy in here. Randy has done so much on this to make things happen. Yeah, and I really wish that I could tilt it up and show you and all that. But we've got a compressor, we've got the sidekick, we've got the probe, we've got compressor hose, we've got 2 sets of headphones that we manufacture ourselves. Got the compressor down there on the end where you can plug it in. We've got a bag of goodies that has like the remote control in it, has all kinds of good stuff. And I got to tell you, man, this is it's a business. If you're a plumber or you tilt it up, is that what you're here for? Randy came out here to help me do this, but here's what it is. I mean, you've got the compressor on that end, you've got the sidekick, you've got the probe, compressor hose, you've got 2 sets of headphones, and then you got a bag of attachments and tools and stuff like that. One of my favorites is the remote control because the way we teach it, you take that compressor, you plug it in, you hook it up to a shower head, to a hose bib, anything like that. And then you've got a remote control that you can turn it on and off from anywhere in the house. So you walk around and just kind of bump your air to make sure you still got that noise. And this is one of my favorite things. I remember the day that I met Terry and found out about this. It's great. If you want to go ahead and soak the coals down, I'll come out here in just a second. But the day that I met Terry, which is the inventor of this, I was like, I think this is one of the best leak detection equipment systems I've ever seen. So I love that. So Abraham, we're looking at doing 2 different things. We've still got the training out in Palm Springs, but we're looking at moving it to Dallas, Texas, central United States, to make it closer to a lot of people. So pretty cool. Let me see where I was. Abraham, there we go. So Denver says, hey, Sean, blue curacao and Irish cream equal parts. Okay, the Mercy seat. What is that? Oh, is that what you were talking about a while ago? Aha. I used to be a bartender. I got to tell you, blue curacao and Irish cream, that sounds kind of blue and creamy. I used to love making layered drinks like a rattlesnake, different things like that. This is going to be awesome because yesterday I grilled some hamburgers on my grill. Jacob, I love that. And it is 12:11 p.m. in North Carolina, 11 here, so we're an hour behind you. Denver says, is it worth getting my gas license? I got to tell you, I'm going to say yeah. Anytime you can get an endorsement. Look at me. I'm a a master plumber, but even when I was a journeyman plumber, I went ahead and got my med gas license because I was going to get every endorsement that I could. Then, due to great friends, I decided I'm going to do something different. I'm going to get my master's license, but then I'm going to get every master endorsement. Now, I've done that. So I've got my WSPS, I've got my med gas, and I've got my multi-purpose residential fire protection. If we had to get a gas license here in Texas, I would do that. I would say, hey, I'm going to go down and get whatever it takes, make it happen. Now it's 11:15. I'm going to go ahead and go out here and light the grill. So take a sip of water. Where's everybody watching from today? Yeah, I'll pop that up so you can actually see that on the inside. Because I love this thing. The most precise leak detection system for professional plumbers. It is cool. I'm gonna walk over here and do this. Now I'm watching the live chat, so I'll get back over here to it in a minute. But everybody, tell me where you're from today. I'm gonna go over light the grill, come back, I'll open up the meat, get it seasoned, and then we'll get it out there and get it on the grill. So I'm gonna head this direction, and I'm not reading the comments while I go. So we'll go over and get this done. All right, he put lighter fluid somewhere right here. Put some on. I always, when I do it, I put it on for a little bit and let it soak, and then come back and just put a little bit more on, maybe a little bit more than I should. Man, it's a beautiful day here in Texas. It is man, it's 11:15. It is about 45, 50 degrees, but God, it's beautiful. I mean, we got a little bit of clouds, nothing crazy, and just start a little fire right there and let it spread. This is my crack pot. No, we're going to do a video with this. Y'all need to keep watching. And I don't mean today, but we're going to do a video where we see if we can solder with this little bitty, call it crack pipe lighter, whatever it is. All right, let's let this puppy get burning. All right. Sean Strong says, Roger, can you see Facebook comments from the tablet? Ooh, you know what, Sean? I probably can't. I tell you what, Colton's in the studio. Colton, if you will, and I'm looking at the YouTube live stream, which is a little bit behind. Justin says, Roger, I have an interesting question for you. American Standard toilet, it's 45 years old. How many years should a toilet be replaced? If it's 45 years old, you're wasting a lot of water because it's probably got 5 to 7 gallons every time you flush it. And new toilets are anywhere from 0.8 to 1.28 gallons per flush. So I would definitely think about it. So I tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands off. I hadn't really touched anything, but Colton, if you'll put it on the fire for just a second, I can keep talking to everybody. But I just want to make sure I got my hands rinsed off. All right, so I'm coming back in here to the computer now. Trying to. Okay, I got to find my phone because I've got a 6-digit code. Check my email. I know. See, when we try things different, we always have fun. And that says I'm having problems connecting because of my internet connection. There we go. All right, so I'm going to enter here. Let me go ahead and set this down right here. All right, I'm entering now, so I should be able to look here. You know what, Sean Strong? I should be able to see the Facebook comments now. I'll turn my volume down. All right, there you go. Thank you, Colton. You can turn my mic back on. Good. The camera, I'm muted there. Perfect. And I've even got it up higher now where I can see it. All right, so I'm just going to show you what I'm doing here. I picked up some patties. I'm going to open these up and lay them down. Then I'm going to go through here and open up my seasonings. I did bring a paper towel out here with me to wipe my hands off and stuff. But, as a plumber, even as a bartender, we like to get out and cook and have fun and do different things. So that's why I thought this might be a good idea. Randy's got me a pan here to put these in. I'm gonna go ahead and open up my seasonings. Now, as you can see, I'm not really gonna say the name of them. I gotta tell you, you got bull, you got awe, you got special, you got good, you got chicken. That's really for electricians. And then you got no. My favorite is the awe. So I'm gonna move over to it. I'll make sure we got the plastic off on the inside. Now, how many other plumbers do y'all know that would cook live on here? This mute is working well. Good deal. All right, so I'm seasoning everything on one side. What kind of seasonings do y'all use when y'all cook? I go down to the butcher here locally and get all my stuff there. I'll set these over the side. I go down and get everything there. So this is great 95.5 lean meat. I buy my tenderloins there. I buy my steaks there, my ribeyes, and everything that I do. My barrel grill's going pretty good. Got a lot of smoke happening out there. All right. So can you find leaks in the grass and pavement with that, or is it just for finding slab leaks? Actually, it's great because you can find them anywhere. With that probe, you can stick that probe down in the ground. Now, I love the probe because I'll up to a meter or a valve box or any valve inside the house and listen to everything. If I need to go deeper into the ground, I'll take that probe rod. That's why we put this complete kit together. But I'll take the probe rod, and you can literally, that big body is so sturdy, you can literally take a sledgehammer and drive it down in the ground if you need to. Now, there's different tricks and different things that you can do, but man, you can hear anywhere with it. Now, the only place you're ever going to have a problem, and this is part of something that you're going to tell people whenever you first get to their house, is if you're working over carpet, hardwood floor, anything at all like that, you can lose sound. Meaning, if I put my ear up to here and there's something making a noise over here, I'm going to lose something going through that. With Leak Pro right down on the concrete, or even sticking it down in the ground, you're putting yourself in as close of a contact with that leak as you can. Hardwood floors that have like, especially if you got like engineered where it's got like a padding under it, anything like that, it can make it tough. But if you know that going in, you tell people that, at least they understand what's going on. Jason Dean, I feel sorry for, or don't Dean, I feel sorry for you, man. Here, we're gonna hide that one. I'm trying to scroll back up here. Cloudy day in North Carolina. Tappan Lake in Harrison County, Ohio. Morning from Atlanta, Ohio, Rochester, New York, Altus, Oklahoma, not too terribly far away. And it's funny that you're up in Oklahoma, David. I may end up having to go up to Oklahoma City, and I love going up to Nick's Grill. Mark Griffin says, I have a yellow one in my pocket. It will work on copper fittings. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Mark. Prosima says, I'm in Romania, small country in Eastern Europe. Good to have you in here. Jacob says, Roger, American Standard toilets 3.3 gallons per flush. Yeah, I'd replace that one too. You're going to save at least half your water every time you flush. She said, do you ever spill a drink or have a bar rescue for yourself? Oh, I've spilled plenty of drinks. The thing is, when you're a bartender, you're going to. It's just something that's going to happen. The cool thing is you try not to spill many of them. I used to work, whenever I first started tending bar, I worked in a Tejano bar. Now, at the time, it was, mid-'80s. So I was just over 20 years old. I had already been plumbing, went down to Austin to plumb. And then I ended up running a pool tournament in a country bar and loved it. Actually fell in love with the bartender. So I took every opportunity I could to go to work there. So I started out as a bouncer, and then there was an opening as a bouncer at a Tejano bar down the road. And it was just good. I would get more nights, more hours. So I went to work down there, and after about 3 months, the general manager asked me, says, do you think you can be a bartender? And I'm like, yeah, I can do anything. And then I really wanted to. So I bought a couple of books, studied a lot of recipes. I'll tell you a funny story. The very first night I worked, one of the waitresses came up. They had me at an upstairs bar, which was a little bit slower. But still, this was the #1 Tejano bar in Austin, so it was crazy. I went upstairs. I'm behind the bar. And literally, she comes up and orders a Cuba Libre. And I didn't want to tell her I didn't know what it was because, man, I'd never even heard of it. So I run downstairs. I look for my bag. I'm going through my book. I can't find it. Go through another book, and I finally found it. And I come running back upstairs. She's like, where have you been? I said, Debbie, I had to go find out what was in that drink. And she just started laughing. She says, well, why didn't you ask me? I said, well, why didn't you just rum and Coke? You're going to put the lime in it anyway. And that's what it is. It's a rum and Coke with a lime. I got to tell you, pretty daggum good drink. John says, shout outs to Colton for running the show behind the scenes. And I've got Colton and Randy both here, and they are doing fantastic. So I love that. And I keep trying to turn the music down or noise down on my iPad, and it won't go down any further. Mary Lou Prilliman in Roanoke, Virginia. Love your lives. Learn so much. Thank you very much. Those of y'all that do show up for the lives every week, we're trying different things. As you see, we're out here cooking. I need to walk out here and look at the coals. We're trying different things. I've got 2 cameras out here. Actually, I've got 4. I've got 2 out by the grill. I've got 2 in here. 2 or 3 more in the studio. Actually, there's 4. There's one watching me walk to the studio, then there's 3 in the studio. Is there anything y'all like to see? I mean, this is about y'all. I love the fact that y'all come. I love the fact that Sean Strong comes in here every Saturday, and his knowledge is phenomenal. So to see what he does in here in the Discord group, in the subreddit, it's man, it's great having him here. But what do y'all want to see? Is there anything y'all would be like, man, Roger, I wish you would do this? We're talking about bringing in people, talking about interviewing people, talking about basically building an outdoor type kitchen to where we can go in and out and do cool things. What is it y'all want to see? Put it down in the comments and I'll get down here in a little bit. Matt B says, hey, I'm in North Carolina too. Pretty chilly. Sean Strong says, did we lose sound? Do we still not have sound? I'm assuming y'all can hear me. All right. I know y'all can hear me because I'm looking at it here in StreamYard. Okay. I think we turned it off when I went to wash my hands. Yeah, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to like and share it with a friend. Yeah, mute is working well. Yep. There we go. Sean Strong says it's back. And y'all, it's funny because I don't ever look at my phone during these, but every now and then Sean Strong will message me and say, like, hey, your microphone's on while you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. The Lavender's losing signal. Shouldn't be. Sean, brother, you know where they're at. I love it when Sean says, hey, I want a burger. Dude, come and get one. Nick Afram says, question for you, Mr. Roger Wakefield. If we use the ProPress fittings on all the types of copper, is going to work or not? Actually, I have used so far and haven't seen any problems. Yeah, it should be fine. As long as you're talking like top L, M, K, something like that. Yeah. Check with each manufacturer, each fitting manufacturer, but I don't think you're going to have a problem. Joe T says, me too. Josie, every time I see your name, I think of there's a restaurant over in Fort Worth called Joe T. Garcia. And man, they're really, really popular. And I think about that every time I see them. Denver Sharp Boy says, I feel like the seal under the toilet is not good anymore. Notice pop and poo on the outer spot of the toilet. Well, either the seal's not good or somebody missed really, really bad. M makes sense. Yeah, if you're using on DWV type copper, not going to be as thick a wall, it may not grab it. But then again, it's a DWV and a DWV. Do they make DWV press fittings? It's disgusting to think of replacing the toilet. Yeah, that's what I said, Sean. Love it. This is wax seal, might need to be replaced. Stop pooping on the floor and trying to kick it up. Man, y'all are getting deep in here. Jacob uses McCormick seasonings. Get off the toilet and do it, be part of the studio, or it's part of the solution. You know, guys, and that's the thing. You know, we're all part of the solution. We're all part of making this thing better. And I say that because a lot of what I do is help recruit people into the trade to help tradesmen learn the things that can make them better. If you took a normal plumber and said, look, would you like to be a foreman, a superintendent, a project manager, a manager, learn the things that help you move up to make more money, and then learn the things to help you move up to start your own company. Now, wouldn't that be smart? So those are the kind of things that I'm working on. But that's being part of the solution. There's over 1 million unfilled trades jobs across the United States right now. College graduates have over $1 trillion in debt. Tradespeople don't. I mean, if we go to college, we pay it off. And by college, I mean trade school, something like that. Be part of the solution. Help recruit people into the trades each and every day. I think it makes all the difference in the world. All right, I am going to set those in the pan right there. So I can cover them up just a little bit. I'm gonna step out here and see how my fire looks. Man, it's kind of nice too, coming from in there to out here. Man, my fire is already there. Got some nice white charcoal. I'm gonna go ahead and take this grate and lay it in there. I'm gonna close this here to keep it warm and get my grate heated up. And we cleaned that off the other day after we used it. It actually looks really, really good. So I'm gonna draw some heat in here. I'm gonna have to get a welder here because I got a gap right here on top, so it doesn't get as hot in here as it should. And the little lid that they had on that, well, let's just say it's not great. So I'm gonna play with that. There's the little piece. Yeah, I'm gonna take this little joke of a thing that they had here. I'm gonna put it on to help hold some of the. You're doing good. I'll cover that up. Step back in here for a minute. Give it just a few minutes to heat up the grate, and we will be ready to go. All right, Matt B says Weber's Cowboy Cut is pretty good. Weber's, is that that's in Arkansas, isn't it? Spahio says, yeah, you're right. Top Bell's perfect. Sometimes we have emergency situations used 3 years ago. Had used on Top M. It's still okay. Yeah. And Weber's, I do that there, and it may not be the same one, but I believe that there's a Weber's in. God, is it outside of Bentonville? Top Bell's perfect. There you go. Windblown McCoy. I love that name. Barbecue and plumbing. They were doing burgers. Look, here's the deal. We're trying to find a sponsor for a pellet smoke. I'm trying to find a sponsor for a great grill too. This is just a barrel that we ran down and picked up. I've got a couple at home. I love the manufacturers of them. Just can't get them to get back with me. So interesting. Test Rat Gaming says Roger, is copper pipe better than new PEX or PVC pipes for water lines? I was told my local plumber that the whole house needs all the copper replaced. You know, Test Track Gaming, the only reason I can think of that you would need to replace all your copper is if you're having issues with it. If you're springing a new slab leak in a new location and you've already fixed one or two or three of them, you might be saying, yeah, there's a problem here. A lot of soils, I think, are acidic or there's chemicals in them that damage copper. But I also think the impurities in copper. And if you got a bad roll that maybe the sand blew one day and it got into the copper plant or into the pit, however they make it, they say sand is an impurity that gets in copper pipe that leads to leaks. I've, I've never recommended to anybody to replace their entire copper system unless we were under the house doing cast iron replacement and we could get to like 95% of it. At that point, I might tell them, look, we're here. Let's replace it. And let's do it now because it's not going to cost you near as much. Sean Strong says the secret to my burgers: mix a bowl of salt, pepper, minced onion, grated cheese. Then I'll mix that into the meat when I make the patties. Sean, I like that. I used to do stuffed burgers. I would take 2 hamburger patties. I would chop up some jalapeno, some purple onion, and some habanero cheddar cheese. Put it in there, press that together, and make a tight patty out of it, and then bake it. Sometimes I'd put in cilantro. Sometimes I put in mushrooms. Whatever I was in the mood for. Stuffed burgers are amazing. Bullseye Crypto says, Roger, your videos are keeping me employed. Well, then don't I get a percentage of that check? I mean, I'm just asking because that's what that would sound like to me. No, I'm joking. Look, I love the fact that I put out videos that help people. And the cool thing about it is I do. I get to hear that a lot. So it's fantastic. Cindy says, Hola from the fabulous of Las Vegas. I will do my bartender school soon. Number one, congratulations to you. Number two, I will be in Vegas, man, in like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Headed down there for the Kitchen and Bath Industry Show, for the International Builder Show. So I will be out in Vegas for 2 weeks. I'm sorry, be there in 2 weeks, and I'll be there all week. I get to go down if so many good things coming up. Uh, the Renai water heaters, I get to go on stage with them. I'm going to be in their booth. Quick Fitting, man, what two great sponsors to get to go to Vegas with. But I'm going to be in each of their booths. So anybody in Vegas, Cindy, or anybody who's coming to KBiz, iBiz, any of that, man, find out where I'm going to be. Come by, say hello. Let's take some pictures, shake hands. Let's have fun. Jacob says my 3.3 gallon is from 78. Yeah, got my butt in hand. Time for me to upgrade my toilet. Yes, it is. You're also, I'm going to enjoy this stream. Got my Bud Light beer in hand. Jacob, thank you very much. Watching from Dalton, Georgia. Philip LaRue. How are you, sir? Man, I was actually in Georgia recently. I flew into Atlanta, drove over to Alpharetta, was there for a few days, and I'm supposed to go there, I think, again next month. So I need to check that out. Trosima says, everything you do in your business, this live is done professionally and with care. Soon it will be much better than national television. Well, and I love that, and thank you very much. This is why I ask y'all, what would you like to see? Cooking out is something we came up with. It's something I love to do. At my house, I've got a pellet smoker. I've got one of those porcelain type cooking grills, and I've got an Oklahoma manufactured big real wood smoker, and I cook on all of them. Now the wood smoker I don't use as much because the pellet grill is phenomenal. But I gotta tell you, I love cooking, and I think most people in the trades do. It's relaxing whenever we get home after a hard day's work. It's easy to just go out and fire it up, season your meat. You've got time to think. That's part of what I use to cool down. That's what I use to relax. All right, Denver says, Roger, I wish you could show us how to do fitting, allowance, hands-on, so it's easier to understand. That's really funny because I had to do that just yesterday whenever we were doing a video for quick fitting. We needed to figure out makeup and how to take it off. And really, it's not super hard. If you've got like a Charlotte book, if you're talking PVC fittings, a Tyler book, if you're talking cast iron fittings, or Mueller or whoever, and I didn't find this with quick fitting, so I've got to find it. But know your center to center, and then you know how much to take off for each piece. If a 4-inch combination takes off 10 inches, you measure center to center and then subtract 10 inches to give you your makeup, and it's a good one to do. And that would be a good one. So I like that. Make sure Randy writes that down. Eddie says, on a job the other day, Eddie Woodruff, how are you? Says, on a job the other day, shut the water off. Upon turning it back on, a whole bunch of existing PEX crimp fittings began leaking. Never seen this before. Any idea what may have caused it? Man, that is weird. I'm going to tell you, no, I have no idea what could have caused it. Man. Unless it was just a big change of pressure when you turn it back on, if it hammered it. I mean, and that really doesn't make a lot of sense because it shouldn't have been that much. Boy, that's a tough one. Sean Strong, you got any ideas? Hey, Roger, do you ever negotiate prices with the customer? Jason, no. And I'm going to answer that while I walk out here and check the grill. My thing is our prices are set for a reason. Now, if the customer if you're looking at a straightforward pricing, if you've got pricing set up like that, you can a little bit. And here's why. Straightforward pricing is set up as a one and done. Meaning if it's to go out and fix the toilet, you go out there, you fix the toilet, you give them the price. Well, your straightforward pricing includes some time to get there, some time to leave, stuff like that. If you get out there to fix that toilet and they add on fixing another toilet, changing a garbage disposal, anything at all like that, well, now you've got room there because you're already there. So you could really discount a little bit for travel time because you're already there. You don't have to go, and you know that price is worked in. I'm gonna set that right there. Water heater, trash can. How y'all like that? So you're there, and it gives you a little bit of room. I normally don't ever try to discount prices for a customer, especially customers that expect it. That they call you up and say, "Hey, look, I had somebody else come out. Your price is $1,000 more than theirs, but I like you better. So if you'll come down to their price, I'll let you do it." And it's like, I don't do that. I don't know what they're giving up to get their price down to $1,000. Are they using cheaper materials, cheaper labor? What is it they're doing that really just does not work? Says Plumbing Skater says, Roger, you going to Wet? You know what? I've never been to Wet. I've been to it live online. I've never actually gone to the conference. I would like to because I think wastewater and it's part of what we do. And I'd like to learn more about it. So yeah, I would definitely enjoy that. Roger is better than TV. Jacob, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Rusty Shackford said, can you show us some turds? Yeah, I've got some plastic ones in there. I've got some meso paste ones somewhere. Man, to be honest, don't get me wrong, we have fecal dust flying out of pipe a lot, fecal remnants and toilets a lot, but man, it's not like I just collect them or anything. Trosima says, what if you make a tradesman YouTube channel where you can have also an electrician, a mechanic, etc.? You call it the blue collars or something like that. Yeah. You wanted the turd? There it is. I told you I've got them around here. See, we aim to please aim to. It's really funny that you have this, Trosima, because those of y'all that don't know, and I'm not sure, I can even tell on here how many people I got in here right now. What I would tell you is we've got another YouTube channel. It's called The Trade Talks. We are just now rolling things out to do podcasts, interviews, a magazine, and that YouTube channel. You can actually, and Colton may be able to put the link in there, or Sean may be able to if he's in there. The cool thing about it is that's what it is. We want to talk to plumbers, electricians, roofers, HVAC techs, carpenters, concrete, asphalt, anybody in the trades, and we're going to do it really cool. I'm going to drive. Say I go down to Houston to interview somebody down there. I drive up. We've already got cameras in the truck. We've ordered new microphones. We've got GoPros. I drive up and say, hey, look, I want to bring you a bottle of bourbon. It will be a much bigger bottle than this. But I want to bring you a bottle of bourbon. I want to sit and talk to you because I want to interview them and ask them things that can help you. Meaning, what did you learn that made you want to get in trades? What did you learn to make you a better tradesman? What did you learn that gave you the mindset to open up your own business? And what was it you learned that helped you grow to be one of the biggest companies in the town, in the state, whatever it is? So I think that the opportunities are going to be amazing. If y'all have not gone over there yet, jump over, open up a new tab, go to YouTube, put in The Trade Talks, click your filter, search it by funnel. I don't know if Sean's put it in here or if Colton's put it in here, but man, that is a good way to do it. Go over there, check it out. And see, this would probably be really what I carry down would be a Texas bourbon. I mean, this is Garrison Brothers. If y'all aren't familiar with it, it is one of my favorite. This is Cowboy Bourbon. To me, this is the best one they make. I actually try to go to the release party down in High every chance I get. So, man, we're always doing all kinds of cool, fun stuff. And if you look at me, I've got special big glasses, highball glasses. One thing I've got to do, I've got to get a freezer up here so I can have ice here because I normally do like the big ice balls or ice cubes. So, yes, we're going to do something different. Derek says 20K more subscribers, and I say Roger grows the beard. Go full. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do it. Go full Gandalf. I'm working on it myself. You know, it's funny because I thought about doing that. I literally started to do No Shave November, and I've got my reason. I'm gonna tell it to you. Not just because of No Shave November, but what I want to do is I've got a superhero that I hired, the Texas Green Plumbing Man, and one of my philosophies is I love helping other people. One of my philanthropic things I like to do. Love to help other people. There's a soup kitchen here that does a thing in Dallas every year called Room at the Inn, and they pick up like 500 homeless people. That they put them in a nice hotel, the Omni in downtown, and they bring them in Christmas Eve morning, and then they get to stay Christmas Eve day, Christmas Eve night, and then sometime Christmas Day they take them back to wherever they're from, what part of town they stay in. And I've always wanted to have a superhero costume made that is Super Santa, not just your normal Santa, but a Super Santa. And I can grow a full gray beard, do that in November. I keep it in December and do that. So look, it could definitely happen. You never know. Oliver Johnson says, "What's the biggest thing you've ever unclogged?" Oh man. What is the biggest thing I've ever unclogged? Probably just a 4-inch home sewer line, something like that. I'll tell you one of the craziest ones. I ran a sewer machine through 2-way cleanouts out to the main like 4 or 5 times. I could not get it to unclog. I was poking holes in it. It was a soft stoppage. And I fought it for like 2 hours. Finally, I went and got one of those blow balls out of my truck, put it on, stuck it in the inlet side, and I had to fight it because it's full of water. Finally got it to go down and make the curve, turned it on, let it run for about 5 minutes, and it blew everything out. So that's probably one of the craziest ones, but it was fun. Kellel says, "Do toilet bowl cleaners wreck pipes and start leaks?" Not toilet bowl cleaners, to be honest. If you, I don't know if y'all can see. This is part of a test we're doing right now. Oh shit! I gotta. Oh shoot! I gotta flip my hamburger patties real quick. I'm busy talking and probably almost waited too long. I don't know. Those are beautiful. Ah yeah. Oh yeah. Those puppies do look good. Sure, I'm glad Randy came out here and brought the cheese out. So anyway, this is a middle of an experiment we're doing about the toilets. I made a video about Fabuloso, and I had so many people, man, try to wear me out. Sorry about that. Saying, "I cannot believe you made a video about that. That tears people's toilets up." So we took a flapper and we did this on October 17th, right? No, we did do November 17th. I was wondering if that was the test date. December 17th, we came in, we opened them up. This is 100% Fabuloso. This is 50-50. Half Fabuloso, half water. We've also got it in yellow and green. And then we've got another jar with nothing but water in it. So, and then in 30 days, we pulled it on in December. It was fine. So we said, let's test it another 30 days. Because people are saying, when I tell them to put some Fabuloso in the tank, that it ruins their toilet. I think they're wrong. So anyway, I'm going to set these back over here. Now, tell y'all what kind of person I am. I love spicy. I love spicy. So I just want to say, Randy did something great. We've got ghost pepper cheese here. Randy, will you come out and tell me if you want this on all of them? I don't know if Colton wants ghost pepper. Says, Roger, do you ever drink Bud Light beer? The answer is no. I don't know what it is about Budweiser product. Budweiser product gives me a headache. It just does. I'm from Texas. Uh, I love Coors Light. That's what it almost sounds bad. That's what I grew up on. Uh, Coors Light is just really, really good stuff. I think they gave me one here with the child. They already opened it. Man, fantastic. All right, I'm gonna go put ghost pepper cheese on my burgers. Uh, Sweeney Dunstan in the house. Good to see you. Definitely a great day. Definitely a great day to grill burgers. Man, here in Texas, it is beautiful. Favorite position for blowing pops out? That's a good one. All right. Pop this grill open. Burgers are looking beautiful. And they smell good too. I love that seasoning that I used. It's funny, I'm going out to my sister's later today. It's going to be really funny because I'm going to get out there and they're going to be like, Roger, you smell like smoke. I'm going to be like, I know. What's y'all's favorite thing to cook on the grill? And I can't see the comments, so I'll get to them here in a little bit. But what's y'all's favorite thing? I love cooking steaks out on the grill. Ribs. If I had a big smoker here, I would really come in early one morning and put some ribs on. Ribs are one of my favorite things. It's one of my favorite things to eat. It's one of my favorite things to cook. And I'm thinking about it because of all this ghost pepper cheese. Literally, man, I feel like I could eat my weight in ribs. And I like them spicy. I like them hot. What is y'all's favorite thing to cook? And do y'all like it hot and spicy or anything like that? Oh, wow. I guess I brought one of these other spatulas up already because there's one there. Yeah, all kinds of cool stuff out here. I love it. All right. Drink the Fabuloso if you love spicy. Rusty Shackelford, I think I'm going to pass on that one. I think I'm going to pass on it. What's the biggest gas pipe size you've worked on before? I've ran, I believe, 4-inch gas pipe. I used to do commercial work in the union, and I worked out at DFW Airport. And we got to run some gas pipe up on the roof. I ran it in commercial buildings. Uh, had welders working with me. I've actually got to run, I think it was 21-inch steel carbon steel pipe before out at Texas Instruments, out at DFW Airport. I think we did 10 and 14 or 18 and 20, depending on which job we were in. But man, I love big pipe. It's a lot of fun. There you go. Tenix Prop says, well, freshly shaped burger patties. Delta or Mullen, you ever use Wolverine brass? I use all three. As a repair plumber, service company owner, you don't always get to pick the brand you're going to work on because people have problems. And when you go out there, you work on what's there. Now, what I do like to do is if we're going out to work on something and it needs to be replaced, I love to be able to give them options. So I'm putting my seasonings up. I'm one of these people, I like to clean the kitchen as I go. You notice I was throwing trash away as I was moving different things. Do you drink Modelo? Mini YouTuber in LV drinks this beer. You might run into him in Vegas at Sin City Manny. Kel, I gotta love that. I do. I like Negro Modelo, but if I'm drinking Mexican beer, I love Corona and Corona Light. I'm gonna go check my grill because it's smoking pretty good. Oh yeah, man! Oh man! Oh man! These are beautiful. All right, these puppies look good. I'm gonna leave that open so it burns out. Cheese got a little hot on one of them. But man, these patties look pretty daggum good. Ghost pepper cheese on top of them. Gonna let them cool down a little bit. Have me some more water. See, I hadn't even opened a bottle of bourbon in here yet. Now I've got Garrison Brothers 2019. I think I've got 2020. I've got Balmorea. I've got small batch. I got Cowboy, the barrel. I've got my horse soldiers. I've got two of those. I've got the God. Which ones do I have in here? I've got the barrel strength over here, and I've got small batch over here. Now, also in this box right here, this is really cool. I want to show you this because this is one of my prized possessions. You've got their cool little presentation pack here. Oh, and this one here isn't it. I guess the one I've got at home is it. But what I've got a bottle of the horse soldier that's signed by, I believe his name's Will Summer. If y'all ever saw the movie 12 Strong, where the 12 horsemen go riding in, that's where the horse soldier brand came from. So it is really pretty cool. And this was right after the attack on 9/11 that the guys went in there trying to put them in the thing. So it was a great start. All right. I just like to grill whatever I can get my hands on. Sweetie Dustin, I'm with you on that. I love that. Man, there's a neat butcher up in McKinney, Texas, called Local Yokel. And they've got some of the best prime meat I've ever had. They've got a special steak called a McKinney steak. And it's square. It's about 1 inch by 1 inch and about 6 or 8 inches long. It's $55 a pound, and it is Wagyu prime, amazing. And oh my God, I love that stuff. Randy Colton, if y'all want to come out here for a little bit, I can press buttons here and move stuff around. If y'all want to come out and grab a fork or bring plates, a fork, a knife, anything like that, I might actually eat one of these. I've actually been watching what I eat. I'm on this product called MyFit Foods. If you've never heard of it, you need to check it out. And if you do go check it out, leave them a comment or message and say, hey, Roger Wakefield told me about y'all. I've lost, I think I figured this morning, it is 15 pounds in the last 14 days. And I'm getting up in the morning, I'm drinking a shake, I'm working out, I'm doing cardio and weights. I'm eating 3 good meals a day. Then I come home at night, drink another shake, and it's protein. It's really, really good stuff. They're coming out here, so I got to shut the safe. I don't trust them around it. It's kind of rough. All right, Squirt, come over and take a look at these, see what you think. I don't know if you want to grab forks or tongs or whatever over there. Thank you, sir. I'll set that right there. So this is Squirt. How you doing today? Wonderful. Good deal. I love it because, okay, now this is my son. He comes in, he helps get everything set up and ready. He makes sure that I've got everything built or everything I need to do videos and stuff like that. So having him in and bringing him in has been such a great thing. Jacob says, Roger, nice talking to you and seeing your grill burgers, but I have things to do, so I'm going to have to call it a day. Take care, Roger. See you next time. Jacob Bowen, thank you for being here. Oliver Johnson says, favorite wet wipe to flush down the toilet. You know, my favorite is Cottonelle. That's the one that I've used the longest, but it's funny because just yesterday when I went to the store to pick up stuff that I needed to cook, and I know I got the meat at the meat market. You can grab this or you can grab that spatula out there, whichever one you want. I picked up some dude wipes because my team is like, hey, look, Roger, something we need to look at. You want to leave that open? It'll burn off faster. That's why I did it. I started to close it. So I started using dude wipes or bottle to mess with. And the first ones I pulled out kept falling apart, like they don't hold together very tight. And I love cottonelle because they do, but cottonelle still tears almost like toilet tissue. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I'm gonna try it and see. Sean Strong says Oliver Johnson, you're going to get Roger on his cottonelle crate. See, hey, at least I'm honest. And look, I mentioned dude wipes. Looking out to seeing what all's out there because I've had people ask me about it. Do I golf, Sarah? It's really funny. I live on a golf course. I live right across from the clubhouse out in Saxe, Texas. I love golf. I'm just horrible at it. Like I said, I live on the golf course. I can literally, whenever I do go, I throw my clubs on my shoulder, walk across the street, and now I'm there. The clubhouse is there. The driving range is there. I love it. It's a lot of fun. Now, I've got to tell you, I hadn't for a while. I've had my shoulders worked on. I had a bicep detached. And got here lately, I actually pulled a rectus abdominis. I pulled or tore a muscle in my abdomen, and man, it wore me out. John says, you wonder what Roger would look like with the Gandalf beard? Look to the left. Yeah, that's what I would look like. You're right. Pretty funny. Luke Cannon says, hello from Nova Scotia, Canada. Red Seal Journeyman Plumber. Love your content, Roger. Number one, man, thank you. I love the way y'all do your Red Seal. I love a lot of the education y'all do. There's so many things y'all do right. It's just really cool. One day I'm going to get to the point where I have influence, hopefully. And is Colton want one too, or you want him to come out? Okay. I want to be in a position where I can help create a tri-board, an MEP tri-board nationwide. I think that if we can do that here, we can expand it into Canada. So when y'all need help or we need help, and we can help each other. And I just think it's plumbing, electrical, mechanical. I think it's a great thing to do. Look, water goes downhill. We all know that. Now, I'm not saying it's not different in each state, and you need to know things. In Canada, I'm sure. What is your frost line? How deep do you have to bury something? Please tell me that because I'm curious. I think it says, what's up, Roger? Love from St. Louis. Man, sending love to St. Louis. Missouri is one place I don't get to go a lot, and I'm not sure why, but it's pretty cool. I want to go hang out in St. Louis and get to see the town one day. All right. So, man, we're doing good. We're staying ahead of the comments. I love this. So, I asked y'all earlier, what do y'all like to cook out on the grill? Because my favorite thing is on the smoker, I love to take jalapenos, cut them in half, clean them out, fill them with cream cheese, wrap them in pepper bacon from HEB, and put them on a smoker and smoke them till the bacon just gets crispy. And it is one of my favorite things. Now, they gave me a knife and a fork so I can try the burger, see how it turned out. Number one, it looks like it's cooked pretty daggone good. Give me a little bite here. Looks like I might have cooked it just a little bit too long. That'll make me stop talking. Luke, I got to try the pork belly. Brisket. Man, I'm good on a brisket. I can get it really, really tender. Number one, I buy it. I buy a good piece of meat, not just. You can't turn shoe leather into a great tasting piece of meat. I love buying a good brisket, seasoning it right, slow cooking it, and then doing a Texas style on it. And I'm telling you, that is, man, I'm in Texas. That is one of my favorite pieces of meat. Brisket, I love cooking. Ribs are my favorite. I'll tell you one thing. I'm gonna give y'all a good recipe, and then I'll talk more about going from a bartender to a plumber here in a second. But literally, and I did this yesterday because whenever I went to the meat market, I picked up some of those big, thick butterfly cut pork chops, put them in a 1 gallon Ziploc bag, and then I opened 2 cans because that's how much I needed to cover it of whole jalapenos and dumped them in there because I want all the juice. I'll let those jalapenos soak in that juice for like 3 days and then grill them. That is one of the most amazing things. And when I do that, when I do ribs, and I cook different things on the smoker and different things on the grill. But either way, I love to cook. Hello from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Tyler, hello to you. I enjoy watching your Saturday morning grilling sessions. Fun. It is fun. And I'm going to have to get some ice out of here or something because I do. Now I want a sip of bourbon. I know that's not right. There's something not right about me. I'll admit to that, Sean. So I am going to open this up. I'm going to go ahead and get a glass. I'm going to grab a fork over here so I can reach in my glass and get ice out. Oh, I found a spoon. That's even better. So I'm going to get one of my good glasses because I love my little, and not little, my big crystal highball glasses. You ever want to make yourself feel good? Watch it. Don't even go there. I love these glasses. Number one, I've got not big hands, but I love a big highball glass. I think it makes me feel good because I can look at it and know that I'm not drinking a lot because there's only that much in the glass. It's this big around, but there's not much in it. So I think today I'm going to go ahead and go the horse soldier. I've been thinking about it, and that's one I've been wanting to open up. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the top on this one if I can. I have to get my trusty Leatherman out. Do y'all use multi-tools? If so, what's your favorite one? I literally love the Leatherman Crunch. I've had it for years. I say had it. I've had several over the years. And actually, if y'all saw my 10 gifts for Christmas, this was my gift to myself. It's got my name on it. I did the custom embroidery or not embroidery, custom etching on it. All right. It says American Freedom right there on the lid. Legendary men, legendary spirits. Oh, it smells good too. Now, I'm just going to pour just a little bit in there. Now, this is Horse Soldier, made in the United States. You got to love it. I'm trying to see where in Columbus, Ohio. Now, like I said, this is a metal, and I'm not sure what kind of metal, but this is a metal label on it. And the mold that they pour this in, the steel came from the World Trade Center. So, and it is such a neat story. I'm going to go ahead and put that one back up in there. And like I said, I've got Jack Daniel's 150. I've got Jack Daniel's 160. I've got Sumatra, the 2 different Horse Soldiers, got 4 or 5 different Garrison Brothers. And then I have some amazing tequilas. So, close this back before anybody comes sneaking out here trying to get into it. And we don't have much time left. So, man, I'm glad I went ahead and poured this up. Oh, it smells good. Roger, here, a new licensed plumber. Your fan from Central Coast, California. Blessings. Well, number one, congratulations on a license, being a new plumber. That is such a cool deal. All right, we'll go ahead and Man, that is smooth. That is so good. Horse soldier, man, you have a new friend. Goat, venison, and lamb are underrated for grilling. I tell you what, Randy, who was out here a while ago when he was young, we had gone to Uncle Julio's, a restaurant. Went over there, and the waiter came up talking about the special. And the special was cabrito, but it was about 3 pounds of it. It was like a cabrito leg or something, a goat leg. And Randy decided that's what he wanted. And I'm like, Randy, it's a lot of food. He said, it's okay. I'll eat it. It's okay. You can eat all of it. And he said, yeah. And they brought it out. I mean, this daggum goat leg was about that big. And I knew he wasn't going to eat it. And I think he knew it too. But you know what? He sat there and he hit it hard. So it was really, really good. Since you like hot stuff, have you tried the one chip challenge? You know, Philip, I haven't. I like hot stuff, but I like hot stuff with a flavor. That's why I love the seasonings that I use. I didn't even see the mustard over there. Jalapeno mustard. I love spicy, hot food. But to me, when I look at people do that one chip challenge, and you can see it in their face, there is no flavor there. There's pain. And that's not why I eat spicy food. I eat spicy food because I love spicy food. But just to eat it to cause pain to myself, that does not sound good. Now, one thing I would like to see too is I want to see them about 10, 12 hours later when it's coming out the other end. They made that much pain up here with it going in. I want to know what kind of painful face they're making with it coming out. Official Bully TV says some guy I know bought your plumbing school package, heard him playing it while I was at college for plumbing. It was pretty funny. And I like that. I don't know which one he bought. I've got a couple of them out there. We're working on some good ones, I'm going to say better ones. These are some that are not to teach you. The packages I'm working on right now, it's number one, we're calling it Get Rich with Roger, because if you get in the trades right, you can get rich. But I don't want to teach you plumbing in this one. I want to teach you to be the highest paid professional in the trades or in your trade. And that's what it's about. It is about getting rich with Roger. It's about gaining everything that you need to move up to be a foreman, a superintendent, project manager. Gain the skill set, mindset that you need to move up and be the best. Then it's about, man, the best part, being a boss, owning your own company. And when I say be a boss, I don't just mean a foreman or superintendent. I mean putting yourself in a position where the buck stops with you. You run the company. You make the answers. You make the decisions. You design the company the way you want it designed. And then the last one is grow. Get the right tools in your toolbox to grow your business and make your phone ring. So I love that he bought a plumbing course. I've got a couple of them out there. I was just talking to Randy yesterday. There's one that we need to work on and add some more stuff to. If we can start doing that. But I think that my Rich, Gain, Boss, and Grow courses are going to be the ones that teach you to be the best professional in the trades, the most money-making professional in the trades, because they show you the things I had to learn to how I moved up and made more money. So I think that's great. Thank you very much. Official Bully TV, I appreciate that. Sean says, let's do Jaeger bombs. You know, I'm good just sipping bourbon. I'm not a big shooter anymore. I used to be because I was a bartender. The ghost pepper cheese and the jalapeno mustard together, that's good. Sarah O'Malley says, are good grades in high school necessary for a trades job? Or is the diploma all that matters? Could you succeed in the trades with a poor GPA so long as you have the diploma? Sarah, I love this question. And here's my thought is you succeed in the trades by doing good in the trades. By the things I was talking about a while ago. Show up on time, act professional, learn to do the job, learn to think ahead, learn to think ahead of the journeyman you're working with. There's a lot of different things that lead to being a good tradesman. Having a great GPA is not one of them. It may mean you were great in school, or you're good at studying, or good at learning. I hated school. I made a 70 most of the time. But then when I got out later and became a massage therapist, became a cosmetologist, I was making a 98 and a 95, I think. When you decide you want to learn something, you want to get good at something, it's fantastic. I hated school because I walked in school every day thinking, why do I need to know this? But when I started learning plumbing, I knew why I needed to know. This was my career. This was my profession. And I knew that I wanted to be the best, and that's part about what I teach. Anytime you want to learn about any of this stuff, look, go check out my website, rogerwakefield.com. But yeah, you don't have to have a high GPA to be a good tradesman. You've got to have the desire to want to be a good tradesman. And that's really all that takes. Lil Squash says, I've learned so much from you and you're super fun to watch. Thank you. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. So do y'all like it when I cook out and drink bourbon? I think this is the first time I've actually drank bourbon on camera. But we are calling it Sippin' Saturday. Horse soldier. Gotta love it. Okay, people, we call it Sipping Saturday for a reason. Are you having a drink? If not, it's okay. I took a sip for you. Luke says, I find personally in the trades, it's all about your attitude and your want to succeed. Man, just like I put it a while ago, I think you're completely right. Your attitude, it's going to determine how good you want to be when you get in, how good you become, and how far you go. The reason I teach these courses and the reason that I do these in the order I'm doing them, I literally want people to understand, look, the trades is a learning process. And I don't just mean learning the trades. You can learn to be a good plumber. You can learn to be a good electrician, HVAC tech, roofer, carpenter, concrete man, whatever it is. You've got to understand why you want to be the best. You've got to understand why that's important. If you're just getting in the job to make money, yeah, you'll do it. You're not going to move up. You're going to show up every day and you're going to collect your paycheck and you're going to be fine. Some people love that. I want people to understand that if they get in the trade and they want to excel, they want to do things better, they can make a lot more money. That makes all the difference in the world. If you're in here and you are in a trade, tell me what trade you're in. Because I'm going to shut this thing down in just a few minutes. I have got to go pick up some more alcohol to carry to a Christmas party. And I know that's crazy, but me and my family, we've tried to get together a couple times. We hadn't had Christmas yet. We're actually doing it today. So, and when I say my family, this is my brother, my sister, my mom, all of them. So I'm going to be getting out of here pretty quick. I need to actually hit the road here in the next 7 or 8 minutes. But y'all enjoy this. Do you love what we're getting to do in here? I'm going to try to see if I can. Ooh, I messed up. Maybe not. Okay, I tried to open another tab, but there it is. That's what it did. I was going to look something up. Now I'm trying to remember. Oh. No, you know what? I ain't going to worry about it now. I was going to go over and look at YouTube and see some things. Are y'all enjoying this? I ask y'all, what do y'all want? Do you enjoy when we do stuff like this? Would you rather me just stand here and fix plumbing all day? I like doing something different because we have a lot of different tradespeople in here. I do love the fact that, man, Leak Pro, that's going to be the biggest thing that I start talking about, because I think this helps plumbers change their business. That they can literally, got it, you can almost double your income. So that's something that we're going to be talking more and more about here lately, or here in the future. But I just want to know, do y'all like what we're doing? Do you have fun? Do you enjoy it? What do you come here for? What do you come in on Saturdays for, and what do you watch my videos for? And I think that's a good way to put it, because no matter what I do, whether I'm in a live or making a video, I want to give you the best that you want. I want to give you the things that you want to see. I want to help you learn the things you want to learn. And that's what I'm trying to make. I like it. So Sean says, I've been plumbing 10 years, even got help from one of the Discord members this week. Look, we can all help each other out. That is huge. Jacobs is currently a carpenter, switching to plumbing. Probably a couple of places, waiting to hear back. Thanks for the great content. And Weeb Noob says best tools. And that's a good one, because look, there are some phenomenal tools out there. Best tools for an apprentice plumber. I like that too. Well, good. Guys, here's what I'm going to tell y'all. I'm fixing to shut everything down. We got cameras to put away. I got a little more to eat. Might have a little bit more to sip. Oh, yeah, that's good. I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate y'all being here on a Saturday. Please, man, send me a message, send me an email, drop me a line somewhere, and let me know, what is it you like best? What is it that we do? If there's anything that we do that you want more of, let me know. If there's anything we do you don't like, if you're like, man, when these videos come on, I don't watch them, let me know what they are too. We're constantly trying to get better for each and every one of y'all. So I want to say thank you. Thank you for being here on a Saturday. I hope your new year is off to an amazing start. I know mine is. I've stuck with my New Year's ideas, which was I wanted to lose weight. I wanted to get up and work out. I wanted to start some new things. So we are. So I hope that y'all are enjoying it. I hope you love it. I hope you keep coming. Sean Strong says, Weeb Noob, come over and we'll talk tools. The Discord group, the subreddit is great. We've got a subreddit, Roger Wakefield posts. Post your pictures and videos in there. Your good plumbing, your bad plumbing, whatever it is. Love to see it. Colton, I'm assuming that you can hit the video as soon as I say, but because I hope that you like what you get here. We definitely have fun. I want to say a special thanks to Sean Strong for being in here. A great moderator, good guy. Kellel, great having you in here, and I will have fun with the family, I promise. And Sean says, Merry Christmas, Mr. Wakefield. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Have a great weekend. Man, y'all too. Happy New Year. I hope everything's going great. I'm Roger Wakefield, lead AP, helping you make more money in the trades.